Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining AsiaBC 2020 webinar sessions. Get the best out of offshore bank and receive money the digital way. I'm excited to welcome our newcomers and welcome back those familiar names this afternoon. Before we give you a run-through of today's event, we would like to thank Yoshni, Assistant Head of International Banking from ABC Bank. Hello, Yoshni.
Hi.
Hello. And we will share some upcoming intelligence and professional advice for a successful business banking in the post-pandemic years. I will be your host today, 𝒂𝒊𝒈𝒂𝒍𝒍𝒆𝒏𝒈𝒆 from AsiaBC, and I'm excited to have a productive webinar with both our experienced speakers. Let's dive into today's talk about how the traditional banking, like ABC Bank, when the pandemic hit worldwide, maybe they will provide some remote banking solutions. So may I pass the time to Yoshni now to share how offshore institutes like ABC Bank develop their all-round banking solutions for global entrepreneurs. Thank you, Yoshni.
Thank you, Travis. Good afternoon, everybody. Today I'll be talking about how to open an offshore account. And before starting, I would like to share something. I started my career in offshore banking, and the word offshore really scared me. It was quite complicated, and I couldn't understand what offshore means, apart from traveling. So I thought that could be interesting. But it's good to know that offshore banking is similar to onshore banking, to the bank that you go open your account locally. And the interesting fact is to open an offshore account is so easy and less complicated than when I started. And what is different is you can really enjoy the benefits, the advantages that you have in a jurisdiction. So the purpose of this webinar today is, to understand how Mauritius as a jurisdiction has so many advantages so that you can bring your business here to Mauritius, and how we at ABC Banking, we can facilitate your account opening remotely. And I like to emphasize on remotely because you can just sit on your sofa and the account can be opened without you traveling to come to Mauritius to open the account. So let's talk a little bit about Mauritius first. Okay, so Mauritius has always been viewed as a paradise island, which is true. We have beautiful beaches, we have lovely sun, we have people are really nice, and the hospitality here is really great. But what you didn't know about Mauritius is we are also ranked first in Africa. We have been ranked by World Bank for ease of doing business. Not only that, we have been ranked first in Africa for being the wealthiest country in Africa. So this is something I'm very proud of, because we're not only a paradise island with beautiful beaches, but we also know how to do business, and we've got a very robust legal framework with a population of 1.3 million and a very solid hybrid legal system. The economic stability here in Mauritius is very nice and very good for you to do the business. So let's, for me to convince you about Mauritius, it's not only about the island and the sun and beaches. It's about the jurisdiction, it's about the regulated framework that we have put in place to make us first in African market. So let's talk about the advantages of coming to Mauritius to bring your business, to bring your company here. Why should you be coming here? So the advantages of opening an account or bring your business in Mauritius is you can incorporate an account within 2 weeks. Yes, you heard it right. Within 2 weeks, you can go online and open an account within 2 weeks. Sorry, not an account, but incorporate your company within 2 weeks. There is also no minimum capital requirement, 100% foreign ownership, and no foreign exchange control. Okay. So you can own your own company as a foreigner, and there's no exchange control when you're transmitting funds to different countries. The tax system is 3%. The effective tax system can be 3%, no capital gain tax, dividend and interest withholding tax, no share transfer tax. This free repatriation of profit, dividend and capital to your home country, no estate duty, inheritance or wealth tax, and there's partial exemption of 80%. Now, when you come to Mauritius, one of the things that you need to look into is the facility, the infrastructure here in Mauritius. Yes, we are an island, but we have very high bandwidth connectivity with Europe, Asia, and Africa. Okay, so the mobile and telecommunication network is good, is actually very good. You can get us on routine, WhatsApp, any phone. There's not going to be any disruption. If you come here, you could see that all the roads are good, nicely done, even if it's a small island. You can see that there are so many developments happening. Buildings are being built. We've got offices that are being made up for specific clients, and also all the business park to attract those investors and to bring those clients. So it's important to understand that it's not only you have all the facility here to be able to do your business here. So the development, the authorities here really put a lot of emphasis on the infrastructure here in Mauritius. So another great advantage that we have, and that I like to talk, and is very proud, in fact, that we have skilled workers in Mauritius. Okay, so most of the population, I would say 90% of our population here are graduated. They are professional. They know how to deal with clients, and this is one of the challenge that often when you incorporate a company or when you're doing business abroad is people not understanding your business. But we have it here. We've got people who are skilled, who are specialized in financial sectors, who can be here to assist you and be a partner in your business, because we want to grow together with you. So these are the advantages that you can benefit when you come to invest in Mauritius. So my next slide would be, I'm sorry about that. Okay, here you go. So my next slide would be talking about Mauritius and the China free trade. So the Mauritius and China has been doing business for the last, I think, since 1972. And the local authority here has identified that Mauritius can be used and is being used to a gateway to African market. So we have been, since January 2021, Mauritius and China has signed a first free trade agreement with an African country. So you are able to enjoy all the reducing tariff on number of products here in our country. So import and export are very easily done. So we have also removed restrictions on various sectors such as financial services, ICT, construction, and professional services, and health services to really help you to do the ease of doing business here in Mauritius. Okay, so the local authority here has also put a lot of emphasis on building new schemes and very regulated, robust legal framework to scheme in Mauritius to bring, to really attract and understand your requirement. So we've got global business license, global headquarters and regional quarters. We have also got global treasury activities, family offices schemes, which has been quite popular nowadays in Mauritius. So if you have business and you want to bring the family business in Mauritius, we've got all this facility from A to Z. So people, we've got professionals here who look after all your family protection asset, a family business here coming to establish in Mauritius. And I would also like to highlight that Mauritius is rated as a fully compliant by OECD Global Forum on Transparency and Exchange of Information for Tax Purposes, like most of our countries around the world. So now let's talk about ABC banking. Okay, so who are we, and who is ABC Banking? I've joined ABC Banking since 2011. So I'm really passionate about this bank because they started in 2010, and I can tell you it's been an amazing experience to see the bank growing. So ABC Banking is within the ABC Group, which is a well-established company in Mauritius. So we have been founded in 1931. So we started with a grocery retail shop in the capital of Mauritius, in Port-Louis, and they have grown over the years with 5 strategic clusters. So they are in automobile, they are in banking, they are in financial insurance, they're in food, they are in medical distribution, and shipping and logistics. So one of the greatest achievements within the group is ABC Banking, the latest arm of the ABC Group. So the next slide. So who we is, like I said, we have been established in 2010. We are a fully fledged commercial bank. We've got only one branch that is in Mauritius. We don't have any other branches abroad, but we have 2 representative offices in Hong Kong and in Dubai. And lately, in 2020, we have opened our representative office in Dubai, which makes it, part of our strategic international expansion. We started with only 30 employees, and today we are above 200 employees. So what we do, and let me also highlight that we have been listed on the Development Enterprise Market, DEM, of Stock Exchange of Mauritius. So my next slide is about our identity, because it's important for you to know our core values, because your money is going to come with us, and dealing with money is something very sensitive. And you need to know with whom you're putting your money in park. And we really focus on these kind of little details that some big banks do not, because it's important that you know what are our values to be able to service you. One of the things that we are proud to is passion. We are very passionate about what we're doing. We've got people here who are passionate and deliver the services with so much excitement that you do feel the vibrance at the bank. Also, customer care, of course, you would say that customer care is something that all the banks were going to say, but we've got dedicated people here coming and talk to you. We are accessible to you. And part of our strategies is also to go digital and to be fully fledged digital bank. And what is it about is we want to make sure that your journey to start with us, opening an offshore account, is very easy. So we will be soon going on mobile app where you can be opening your account remotely wherever you are around the world. So on a global picture, all our strategies and all our process and everything that we are doing is to unlock this African investment that you can use and take opportunities through ABC Banking. Okay, so the next few slides, I will be talking about how we can open the offshore account with ABC Banking. So this is a little bit of technical, but the products but I'm sure it's going to be of an interest to you. So what we offer to you is we can open accounts in all major currencies, that is USD dollars, euros, pounds sterling, And we can also open account with all jurisdictions. So most jurisdictions and most entities, type of entities like authorized companies, foreign incorporated entities, that is if you have a BVI company, if you have the Cayman Island companies, Marshall Island, this can be open because our staff here are well versed on all these jurisdictions. And there's two things that I would like to stress is account opening process within 2 weeks. Okay, this kind of is a bit of tricky because I know this is a big challenge nowadays in the banking world. You know, I'm sure some people of you must be like smiling, say, come on, within 2 weeks. So I'm going to get into more details in the next 2-3 slides, how we can do it within 2 weeks. And of course, we've got a dedicated relationship manager. So what is important is we can connect to you, we can talk to you, and we are accessible to our customers. Often I've seen over the years that this is one thing that client looks, and you know, this is one of the products that we do sell, is because some clients do tell me that, you know, I always phone them and there's no one calling, there's no one answering the call, or I don't know what is happening, or just an email, sending emails saying, you know, this cannot be done, but there's no dedicated person. And we have been training our staff here to really cater for your business here, to really understand what you require. So you've got a dedicated team to look after each and every task for the smooth running of your business. Now, the other three products that we offer, it's remittances, so your inward remittances, which is free of charge, and it's same day value date to be credited on your account. So if you are sending money, and it usually takes 1 or 2 days, so the funds are credited within the same day. We also offer process of bulk payment and salary. So if you have like thousands of payments to be done on the same day, this can be done via at the bank. We have our debit card, which allows you to withdraw cash anywhere in the world, and also to pay on a POS ATM. So with your offshore account, you see how it's easy, you can access your money. It's not that difficult as an onshore account. We have the debit card e-notification, where you can get a notification when you're traveling that you have been using this account and for which transaction. Of course, we've got an internet banking, which is friendly and that can be used to transmit money everywhere around the world. Let's take a little bit of time. So we've got e-system and trade finance. This is one of the things that we're putting a lot of focus nowadays, is to bring people to really help them and grow. Like I said to you, ABC Banking really cares about the customers, and we want to be like a partner to you. We want to help your business grow, and through trade finance services, that is possible. Okay, so we also have, because Mauritius is a multicultural country, so we have Chinese-speaking staff. So one of the challenges also that we understand while doing business is there are some Chinese-speaking which is not able to really get the opportunity to open an account in Mauritius because of the language barrier. So at ABC Banking, you've got the Chinese staff who can help you, or even help you to fill in the forms in Chinese. We've got the account opening forms also available in Chinese. For us to be able to transmit funds around the world, we've got a very well established and full support from our correspondent bank. They're all international banks. And like, for example, Standard Chartered and Crown Agent are used for our USD transmission. So we've been working for them for the last 10 years. Now, to open an account with ABC Banking, the minimum balance requirement is $5,000. Yes, you heard it right. It's $5,000 to open the account. The deposit that you need to put it on the account. Now, if you have 3 or 4 currency account, so it's going to be $5,000 across all the currencies account. And second thing that I would like to stress is the client identification. Like I said, physical presence is not required. So you don't need to come to Mauritius, though I would love all the clients to come and visit our beautiful island. But if you are busy and you want to open an offshore account, it can be done remotely. You have to go through your corporate service provider, and then they get in touch with us to open the account. And they already know all the requirements of ABC. But of course, we do a video call with our client to identify them. So I'm going to go quick on this one. So these are the requirements to open a corporate account. So it's basically standard documents that we require to open the account, which is most of the banks do it. But one thing that I would like to stress is the company business plan. You know, we got our business plan template and we guide you through our business plan how to open the account. So this is the way we classify it at 2 stages so that we are able to help get the account open faster, you know. So everything is mainly on the business plan. If you can put as much information to help us as a bank to open the account, this is where you need to stress on, you know, because, you know, opening an account anywhere around the world, you will get basically the same kind of questions. Who are you? What is your business about? Where your funds are coming from? What you're going to do with the funds? Why are you opening the account? So the business plan template that we have built is mainly to guide you and to help you, because remember, we as banker, we're here to represent you so that we can understand what your requirement is about. So we also open account for individuals. So I've got a lot of questions saying, can you open an account for an individual? Yes, we do. And it's going to be basically the standard documents that we require: the passport copy, proof of address, bank reference letter. And of course, we help you to do all the application forms and to even open you know, account remotely. You don't have to be in Mauritius individually if you want to open a personal account with us. So my last slide would be assessment criteria. I think it's very important to list our assessment criteria when we are opening accounts. So many delays happen because of the miscommunication that happened between a client and a banker, you know. So we've got a checklist which is well detailed to make you understand what we require as a bank to open your bank account. So it's important that you mention key things so that the account and the opening goes smoothly. And this is possible. This is how it's possible to open the account within 2 weeks, you know, because of those criteria. So we let you know through our business plan and checklist how the account can be opened. So I think that should be it from me. I've got one last slide about a special rate offered for foreign currency. So you can go through it and have a look. So I would wait for your questions at the end of the session. Thank you.
Thank you, Yoshni, for all the insightful points and benefit of Mauritius offshore banking. I can feel that maybe our audience have a few questions in their mind. So let's hear them. These are the Q&A section, and we will open the floor for your inquiries. Just type them in our chatbot, and our speaker will be delighted to answer them one by one. Okay, let's see. Okay, I got a question. What is the key difference between ABC Bank and Air Wallet? Maybe I have a brief so-called introduction first. ABC Bank is the traditional bank which they get the branch in Mauritius, and you can go to visit the branch personally. But Air Wallet is a digital platform, maybe they cannot have a face-to-face branch or counter service for you, but more elaboration from maybe ABC Bank and Air Wallet as well.
Yeah, I think you correctly said it, Travis, and we were talking about this before the webinar, and I think it's a good mix because ABC banking is more like the traditional banking. You know, we've got the license to operate as banking, whereas I would say Air Wallet is more the fintech company. You know, so there is a difference, but we are aiming at the same thing. You know, making life easier for people.
Yeah. Is ABC Bank, okay, from Annie Lee, is ABC Bank and Air Wallet the best option for crypto-related business? I will leave a day reply, but you know, crypto business is a broad one. Maybe you involved in wallet, or you involved in exchange, you involved in NFT as well, or blockchain. So that's why I think it's a broad. Maybe they cannot reply to you at once in the whole big business industry.
Unfortunately, for the time being, we're not ready to take crypto-related business. We're still working on the framework here in Mauritius. You know, Mauritius, the whole island here. So, cryptocurrency account is not possible to open.
Okay, from Mark Wong, for ABC Bank, what are the things we need to consider in choosing our offshore bank account for a UK marketing company?
Okay, there's one thing that I wanted to clarify because I've seen some of the questions on the chat box is, you know, as a financial institution, we're not allowed to, you know, provide you services on how to structure your company. Okay, so the structure is basically done by corporate service provider, like from Travis' side. So they choose the structure to open the account. So we basically go according to the structure that have been put in place. Now, things that you need to consider in choosing our offshore bank account is the ease of doing business, the time frame that you have. And we do open account for foreign companies here. And it's also, I have to point out that all the accounts are in Mauritius. It's not outside. We don't have any of a branch. There's only Mauritius. So we do have representative office, but all the operation in terms of account opening, in terms of monitoring, in terms of transaction, everything is done in Mauritius.
Okay, from Amar, what is the limitation of inward amount per month and outward per month?
Okay, regards to inward amount, I mean, there's no specific amount that you know that we will put on, like we don't have like specific framework or amount that we will import. Of course, this is kind of normal if you're expecting a huge amount of funds or you are going to transfer a huge amount of funds. There won't be limitation, but there will be questions. I would put it this way, you know. So whenever this is why I always say that when you are doing your business plan, so please do mention in that. Say, for example, in your business plan, you say that, okay, my expected inward is per month is, for example, $100,000. And then you send me a question and saying that, okay, you know what, I'm expecting $10 million. So, you know, these kind of things, then we need to see. So it's not that we're going to block or say, no, this is too much or anything, but there will be some kind of question. So there's no limitation in terms of inward and outward. But of course, it's subject to our due diligence and subject to communication on what you're going to do or not.
Okay, hello AsiaBC from Andy as well. Can you assist to open the bank account for a high risk type of business like steel? It's, as I mentioned, it's a broad range as well. It depends on your nationalities and your where the money from, where the money goes. And so that's why a list of documents we can collect for the fee assessment to you as well. So as I mentioned, send us the email and then we can that you can provide the checklist to you, and you can provide like the invoice, like the contract, and the nationality of the director and shareholders. We can provide the assessment for you and pre-approval some bank to you as well, even. So share more with us, and then we can provide the accurate solution for you. I think everybody have a question in mind as well. After this seminar or webinar, you can email us more about your question, and then we can forward to Yoshni to reply to you one by one as well. And yeah, at the end, I would like to have it's our time to share about more about ABC solutions, and how we can integrate both traditional bank account and the fintech digital account in our platform. Okay. Okay. This is our basic business booster package. After we can help you to set up a company, Hong Kong company in one day, you will get a free fintech digital account from AsiaBC. For sure, it can be an AirWorld account, and then we can provide the company secretarial and then register or address service as well. Then you can kickstart your business and money transactions instantly. Okay, if you already have the company or just want to have a corporate account, we still can cover you our traditional bank account like ABC Bank provide, because we cover the jurisdictions in Hong Kong, Singapore, Mauritius, Switzerland, US, and Puerto Rico, etc. And like one of the audience asked, we provide no-win, no-fee basis solutions, which means that we provide a guaranteed bank account with 100% successful way. You can send us the email, as I mentioned in the Q&A session as well, because we provide the free assessment and pre-approval for you. Our specialists can offer you the document assessment, and you can save much of your time on shop around or try the bank one by one by yourself. Okay, last but not least, as we mentioned in the beginning of the webinar, we will give away all these exciting rewards to all our attendees today. First, all newly incorporated Hong Kong company at AsiaBC will get a 30 days zero accounting usage for you to manage your finance more efficiently. Second, ABC Bank would like to waive their bank account opening fee for the first 3 ABC clients who commit their service in the fastest time. At last, AirWorld will exempt the Hong Kong 100,000 K foreign exchange cost. That means no charge for your foreign exchanges to the new clients. So don't miss this amazing gift. Just contact us now to get them. And here's our contact. You can take a screenshot to save them for upcoming use. Okay, before we say goodbye, we would like to hear your feedback for this banking webinar. Would be great if you can take a minute to complete our short survey to let us know what do you think about today's sharing. The survey is on your screen already. I may reserve 2 to 3 minutes for you to let us know about your thought. Thank you so much. And I would like to thank Yoshni from ABC Bank. Thank you.
Thank you.
And we hope all AsiaBC community members have learned a lot and found the tips today very useful for them in growing their business after the pandemic. And until next time, stay safe and healthy, because everyone should need a healthy body, right? And all the good things will come up, and just have a lovely evening. And we would like to see you all in our next event as well. Thank you.